say my name, when BB's not around you. Say Zachary Michael, if you ain't afraid. Say my name, you acting kinda crazy. Ain't water fasting, why the sudden change? Hey guys, hey. I hope you enjoyed my little Destiny's Child moment that I just had. Our girl, Chantal, Foodie Booty, Flabby Bobby, Chantal Marie, The Chantal Show, whatever name she's going by these days, made a whole video about, apparently it's about a car. Apparently it's her ranting about a car, but I got so many messages the other morning when I woke up saying, Zach, Chantal came for you. Zach, you need to go watch this. You need to go react. She came for you. She came for you. People sending me clips from it. Like, I could not escape from the Chantal Show that morning when I woke up. And I was like, y'all, I have so many things to do. I have a life. I really do. I know that that's a criticism from some folks that I don't. You know, we always have to make sure we bring that up because people seem to miss the fact that, like, I have a full-time job outside of filming videos for YouTube, even though I do really enjoy YouTube. So I just want to preface that we are, well, so before we get started, because we are going to react, we're going to react to the video, we're going to react to the things she said. It is like a 19-minute long video, so it's possible I might cut stuff out. If I think it's really important, we might not cut any of it out. But before we get started, I do just want to reiterate that normally I watch videos for the first time, have not seen anything before I react, because I want you to get that real, raw, true, authentic, genuine, sincere reaction from me. And today is really not too different because I actually have not watched the video. But like I said, folks have sent me clips. Last night, I hopped into Michael B. Petty's live stream for like 2 seconds, and he was watching a clip where she talks about folks are attracted to her like flies are attracted to shit. And I think that that is, as Michael pointed out in his live stream, very fascinating that that would be the metaphor she would choose to use, where she is literally poo that flies are attracted to. But listen, I'm not Chantal. I'm not Amberlynn. I'm not an author. I don't work in metaphors and similes. So maybe that is the best way creatively with words to describe what's going on. So I am pumped. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to see what she says about me because, you know, she's so over the drama. And oh, also, the reason I was singing Destiny's Child, if you didn't notice, is because she refuses to say my names in these videos. But it's clear and apparent that everybody knows who she's talking about because they found a way to message me 1,200 times to say, hey, Zach, Chantal is talking about you again. So I'm just flattered that I spend this much time in her mind and that she continues to make videos about me because this is really a mutual relationship, right? I recognize the views that I get, the popularity I've gotten from making videos about Chantal. I'm not naive to that. In my mind, lots of folks do it on YouTube. Lots of folks, particularly historically, have made a whole YouTube career. If you look at like the Rich Luxes, the Sanders Kennedy, his name's hard to say. People have made whole YouTube careers off of talking about the beauty community. The only difference here is that I'm not talking about beauty gurus. I'm talking about folks who have profited off of exploiting their eating, their weight loss, things like that, and I'm commenting on those things. So I'm sure I'm gonna have more to say about that because I'm sure some of those things, based off of some of the clips that I've seen, are things that she has come at me for again. So I'm just gonna stop talking and we're gonna jump in to the video, all right? Okay, so let's jump in, all right? Oh, she starts right off the bat with one of my favorite things that she does is just insist on putting up words on a screen that are probably not her own. She probably did not come up with this, but she says, if you focus on the weeds, they will grow. If you focus on the flowers, they will grow. Choose wisely where you will invest your energy. I'm not really sure what she means by this as a metaphor, as a concept. I have a lot of flowers growing in my life. I have a lot of great things happening for me, even outside of YouTube. So, you know, I'm feeling this. Like, I've been focusing on the flowers for a while, and my life is going great, you know? I'm choosing to invest my energy wisely.
Hi. You beezin'?
Are you beezin'? Are you beezin'? Are you beezin', Sam?
Boys, yes, he's. Yes, he's, yes, he's. Yes, he's. For he's a jolly good fellow.
Ma'am, no.
For he's a jolly good fellow.
No.
For he's a jolly good fellow. And nobody can deny.
Wow, I'm so glad.
Hey, guys,
That cat looked like it was so over her nonsense. So over it. Could not deal with it. I'm just tired of the Sam clips. I'm tired. They never have anything to do with it. I just don't want to watch it as a part of this video that's supposed to be about her ranting about her car and maybe me. I don't know.
Hey guys, hey. Hi, I'm back early. Surprise.
Surprise. Nobody expected you to come back to YouTube.
Where I just talk to you guys. I feel like talking a lot about stuff, and I figure, you know what, why not? If I feel good, well enough, then I'm gonna do a video. You know, it's just gonna be talking, but still.
What a surprise. Listen, when was the last time that you did a video that wasn't just you talking? Was it the time that you were in a car going on the haunted tour or whatever, but never got out of your car? Because like I'm missing the videos where you do something that doesn't involve you just talking or eating while talking.
Focus. So I'm going to be doing a bit of ranting, which is actually going to be kind of hard to do because I've really just been in a more positive space lately.
I have just been avoiding the drama. I've just been avoiding it. Like, I'm not about that. I'm above the other people. I'm not about to, like, you know, focus on any negativity, right? Like, I'm gonna tell you how I'm above everything, and then I'm gonna literally minutes from now be no longer above the drama and above the negativity, and I'm gonna stoop to that level. That's where I'm at right now in my life, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Or trying to be. And the other part is gonna be what I'm about talking about my car. So I'm gonna be making a lot of life changes, actually, over the subsequent
tell me more.
Weeks or months or whatever. I'm back. I needed a bit of time away. Well, because I'm emotional and I'm human and it happens and I'm moody AF. And that's what I'm like. That's me. I'm Chantal. I'm moody.
Yes. Accurate.
Yeah, I know. True. I need to work on that, but it is what it is. That's who I am.
I appreciate the honesty, girl.
When I feel myself getting emotionally unstable, I remove myself. And it's not caused by negativity online. That doesn't help. But it's because of things that are happening in my life. Like with this whole, you know, just trying to get my food addiction in order. I mean, I think people underestimate how frigging difficult that is. And
girl, you're making it more difficult by, like, not eating anything. Like, I'm so confused. What? Yeah, I get addiction is hard. Addiction is hard, but you're also, like, not utilizing any resources that normal people use for addiction. You could be talking to a doctor. You could be seeing a therapist. You were doing none of those things, and I don't understand it.
It's just so hard, and it just makes me really emotionally unstable. So I thought, you know, I just need a few days away and to regroup, and just, I don't want to be a bitch on camera if I can avoid it.
Ooh, but spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure she's about to be one on camera.
Oh, you know, I thought that might have been a better idea. So anyways, I will update you on how I'm doing with fasting. I am still fasting. It's not a water fast, but
what kind of fast is it? Is it a coconut water fast, girl? You doing a coconut water fast now? Is that what you're doing? Or what kind of fasting are we talking about right now?
Well, it's not only a water fast, I should say. I will talk about that in another video. So
Okay, can't wait.
what I want to talk about is, things I've been doing to really just brighten up my life. Little things that just really help. I've been watching a lot of videos. I figure
more Netflix documentaries.
The internet has a plethora of useful information. It also has a variety, a huge bank of information that's just, not credible or whatever, but it also has a lot of useful information. And you could pretty much teach yourself a lot of shit if you just watch internet videos.
Ma'am, internet videos are not fact. You can find internet videos that would tell you that crazy things like the Holocaust didn't happen, crazy things like there's just all kinds of conspiracy theories out there, conspiracy videos that tout things as truth when they're very clearly not. Things that are going to tell you things about nutrition. And it's not to say that you can't find things that are factual. You certainly can. There are certainly documentaries and YouTube videos and Wikipedia articles and WebMD articles that are factual. What I'm saying, girl, is that all of those are useless if, one, you don't even follow them anyways, because let's be honest, you clearly did all this research about water fasting and then did none of it. So, one, if you really are going to take these things as fact, you need to do them. And two, ma'am, girl, you should be consulting a doctor who's gonna back up these random Netflix documentaries that you're watching and either confirm or deny or support you in those things. Like, it's ludicrous that these are your only source of information. If you are in college, if you are writing papers in college, you know that you never just use one source, right? And you use sources that have been fact-checked, that are part of journals, peer-reviewed journals that have been checked by multiple people. You're watching a Netflix documentary that has people who are funding it that wanna push the specific message. So yeah, it's possible that they might only show you one side of the story, right? Like, this is not how research works. This is not how the world works. Like, you can have two Netflix documentaries, and that still doesn't mean just because they agree that that's one, the only right answer, or a right answer, or something that you should do. Like, these things don't compute, Chantal.
I've been watching, like, white witches on YouTube, and they've been really helpful at learning how to channel your energy, where to give your energy to.
Wait, okay, so here I am thinking she's gonna talk about some Netflix documentaries that, like, probably have some useful information, regardless of how useful it is to her. And she goes on and talks about some witches? Some GD witches. Ma'am, take a seat. I don't even know where this is going now because that's not what I was expecting. Is this where the, like, weeds and flowers, are you putting together some kind of potion? Because I'm very confused.
And I've just been really focusing too much negative energy in my life. And, like an analogy that was used is if you put all of your attention and energy into weeds, they're going to grow. The weeds are going to grow. If you put all of your focus into the flowers are going to grow. And, I mean, obviously you know the difference between flowers and weeds, right? So, it's so true, There is a lot of negativity. I have to just not pay attention to it online.
Listen, she's about to give this spiel about how she doesn't need to focus on the negativity, but yet she continues to identify me as somebody who is negative in her life, which, for better or worse, like, I probably play a part in that. I don't wish to contribute to her negativity. But, if she was doing the things that she said that she was doing, i.e. ignoring the negativity, i.e. not giving energy to the weeds and only giving energy to the flowers, she wouldn't be here making this video right now. She is focused on me as a human, and she's about to spend some time focusing on me in a negative light, right? Like, she's about to spend some time talking about me negatively. So I think it's fair for me to give my rebuttal, at least in this video. Say what you want about my other videos, but she's clearly about getting ready to talk about me negatively, and I think I have some time to focus on that. So I'm gonna focus on this particular weed right now, because sometimes you gotta get out the weed killer and squash it, put put it to rest so that it doesn't impact the rest of your flowers. And so I'm gonna take some time to focus on the weeds right now.
It's just, there's never any good that comes of it. It's just very disheartening. I don't want to be mean when I'm saying this, but it's just disheartening seeing, like, when I first started my channel, there's this group of haters, and they, like, flock around like flies attracted to shit. Like, it's true. Like, talking shit, people are attracted to it like flies. That analogy is just something that's so vivid in my mind when I think of that. And they're the same ones you see on all the different videos.
Ma'am, I know I already talked about this in this video, but you literally just referred to yourself as the dingleberries that you have. Like, you've literally talked about yourself as having dingleberries, and you're surprised that people come and talk about and react to these things, right? Like, you're surprised that people react to the stuff that you put out. You shouldn't be surprised. In fact, I don't think you're really that surprised. I think you know you're doing it intentionally, right? So just a reminder that you just compared yourself to the dingleberries that you've admitted to having, and me being a fly that's attracted to that. I would much rather be a fly than the dingleberries, okay? Okay, girl. So I'm just gonna put that to rest because that was a ridiculous metaphor.
Of people they think are, like, they can laugh at or whatever. So it's the same people from like year and a half ago. And it's like, oh my God.
Also, I have not been following her for a year and a half. I literally, maybe we might be at a year. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I started following her like last spring. So I've not been following her for a year and a half. You can probably fact check me and like look at whenever I made the first video about her, but I'm almost positive it's not been a year and a half.
And all this audience, all these people who are just like devoting so much of their energy, negative energy, festering up this negative energy to try to shove my way, are all, you know, there's these channels that are like these reaction channels, and there's one in particular, a lot of you will know who I'm talking about. I don't want to give that person attention.
Ooh, say my name, say my name.
I want to get it out of my system and say a few things about that person.
Yes.
Number one, I did notice, I don't go to their channel, but because they...
Ma'am, that's a big ol' lie. You don't go to my channel. You don't go to my channel. I would almost put money, I mean, I don't have anybody to bet with right now, but I almost would put money that in just a few moments, you're about to share some information that you could only know if you watched my channel.
They plug my name into all like the tags of their videos.
Surely do.
Whatever, it comes up sometimes, like
surely
do. Recommended.
I do.
And it will say, like, one video was like, Chantal uses Eugenia Cooney for views.
You surely did.
That's a bit hypocritical.
Ooh. Okay, great. This gives me an opportunity because so many people have commented on that video saying, wow, this seems really hypocritical. The part you don't seem to have taken from that video, and maybe you would understand this, Chantal. Maybe you don't watch my videos and that's why you don't get this. But the part about that is that I have 100% always acknowledged that I get views from you and Amber Lynn and occasionally some of the other YouTubers that I've done them on, like Charles Gross and Nikocado Avocado, right? Like, I acknowledge that. That's a part of what my YouTube channel is about, for better or worse. I get that. I acknowledge that. I thank you for giving me content to react to. What you don't get to do is rake me across the coals for that continuously in videos about how awful of a human I am for using you for views when you exploited Eugenia Cooney and her eating disorder so that you could get views and sympathy for yourself. You don't get to do that after you criticized me for that. That was my point. Listen, props to ya mama if you get your views from other people. Obviously I do too. I don't have a problem with people who use other folks' names for views. I have a problem with you giving me a hard time about it, having the nerve to give me a hard time about it, and then not only that, but like trying to garner sympathy from people who might also be sympathetic towards Eugenia Cooney. Your motives were not clear. They were not transparent. I think that they're way more deceptive than anything I'm doing, where I make my intentions clear about why your name is in my title. One, because that's what my video's about. It's about you, girl. And two, I acknowledge that I get views from you, okay? If anybody wants to come and talk to me about like why I use your name or why I don't use your name, XYZ, whatever money I'm making from you, please, I've heard it time and time again. I really don't care. I'm acknowledging right now, yes, I utilize your name for views. I also enjoy talking about you. Also, my subscribers like to know what my opinion is about the videos you make. It is what it is.
Coming from somebody whose every video is talking about.
And also, let's dispel that myth, because I have several videos. You just have to take the time to actually click on my channel and go look. But I have Stitch Fix unboxings. I have vlogs if you go back far enough. I have ASMR. I have several types of videos on my channel. Yes, a good chunk of the ones recently have been about you or Amber Lynn, but that doesn't mean that's all my channel is about. I have a lot of different things, right? So calm down, girl.
Me or Amber Lynn Reed. That's it. That's the whole channel. Those are the only videos that get any views worth watching.
That's also false. I did a whole rant video, which granted was a parody of Ricky ranting, but also a majority of people, if you look at the comments, did not realize I was doing a parody. And that video got like 9,000 to 10,000. My Stitch Fix unboxing got 5,000 to 6,000. So, ma'am, please take several seats if you think that I am not successful in other areas. Also, surprise, I don't care if I'm not successful in other areas. I don't solely make videos about getting views, right? So if I make videos, it's because I enjoy making that content. It's something I care about, i.e. why I did a Stitch Fix unboxing. I like fashion. I thought it would be fun to do. I'm pleased with the number of views that got. I don't care. You seem to be very concerned about the views that you get, which is why you keep returning to mukbangs.
That's probably why they do it. And it's just like, that's very hypocritical coming from you, I gotta say. I did one video, and it was to prove a point about a topic, that there are different ends of the spectrum of eating disorders. So people who ridicule that obviously are just doing it.
Okay, just to be clear, in the video, I did note that like it wasn't just the video about Eugenia, that she has a habit. She's made videos about Amber Lynn Reed. She's made videos about other folks that have come into her life and used their names to make people come to her channel because of those names, all right? So that is what I'm saying. I don't like what you did with Eugenia Cooney's name, but it was not just based off of that one video.
Because anything I say gets ridiculed.
Because it's ridiculable.
I notice also, like, when I focus on the flowers, like they say, I know it's a cheesy analogy, but it works because I've gotten so much support. I have so much lovers. I have so many lovers. I mean, if I didn't, I wouldn't do this anymore.
Y'all, I have got to put some glasses on because I do not see the support that she is talking about. Girl, if you had all this support, why are you disabling these comments? You would not be disabling all of the comments every other video if you just were like being flooded with all of the support, y'all. So don't give me this, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't get all this support, because you don't. Like, that's just factually not a thing. You do get some support. I'm being a little dramatic when I say you don't get any. But like, you delete all of the negative stuff and you disable comments anytime that the going gets too tough. So don't tell me you're just flooded with support, because you're not.
There's no point, right? I mean, I have so many supporters. And I really do appreciate it, you guys. I really do appreciate that positive energy. You know, like even away for a few days, I've gotten so many emails and I tried to reply to as many as I can. I'm still in the process of that, but it's just the positive energies really help me. It really has. But yeah, the reaction channel, I mean, at this point, I would say this person is basically like a parasite. The definition of a parasite, I'll put it here. You can see for yourself. That's what a parasite does. They feed off of, they're reliant on the material of.
Well, let's just be clear. I'm not reliant on you. I could be just fine without making videos about you, girl. I have plenty of other content, even in just Amberlynn Reid alone. But there are a bajillion others of you out there that I could make videos about, right? I could also make videos not about other YouTubers. I'm choosing to make videos about you. I get that. I am in no way reliant on you. I got a full-time job. I don't need YouTube for money. It's not my sole income. Props to people who can make a living off of YouTube. I certainly can't currently in the current scheme of things, but like, I'm not reliant on you. I could drop everything today. I could completely drop YouTube and be just fine in my life. I could completely drop videos about you and still be a successful YouTube channel in my life. However, I enjoy doing this, as I've already commented, so I don't know that it's gonna stop anytime soon.
Of other people to exist, for their channel to exist or whatever. And even if they decide to do vlogging because they started as that type of channel, people are probably just gonna watch and think, are they gonna talk shit about this person? People are attracted to talking crap about other people.
Which is what you're doing right now about me, girl. Like, people in glass houses shouldn't be throwing them stones, okay? You've been dealing in metaphors. Let me give you that one. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. I've done several videos about the shit you've talked about other people, so don't act like I'm so different from you in that regards, because, girl, you talk shit about people all the time.
They're attracted to drama, and it's just like tearing other people down. It's like, that to me is just very disheartening. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've lashed out at people.
Not. You have.
But it's usually always been in self-defense or reaction to someone else.
Girl, how are you going to try to justify this? Your behavior has, even when you've been lashing out to people, has been despicable. At best, right? Like calling CPS on somebody because they disagreed with you or whatever the reason was, trying to get their child taken away from them. Never mind that whole video you made about Amberlynn Reid. Never mind the fact that like Michael reacted to one video about you and then you made very malicious comments about his weight loss and his surgery. He's accomplished a lot, and I guess you're jealous of that? I don't know, but you have said very nasty things to people. So I need you to get off of that high horse, because you trying to be way up here when you are down here, girl. You are right there with me, okay?
Which is childish. Like, my video I did on Amberlynn Reid was very childish.
Yeah.
And petty. It was very
petty. Indeed, Chantal, be petty.
On my channel anymore. I'm sure it's floating around the internet everywhere, but it's not on my channel. And I'm trying to keep my zone completely drama-free. So,
girl, is that why you're talking about me right now?
I'm disabling comments on this video because I don't need all of those vultures coming and attacking me and attacking the comment section. There's just no point of leaving the comments open. I'm
sure that's why you're doing it.
Just for this video.
Girl, you got all that support, though. You got all that support. Why keep your supporters from being able to comment? You got all that support.
For other videos, yeah, sure, but for certain videos, no. Call me coward, whatever, I don't care.
Yes.
I think that, creators have a right to choose the direction of energy that they're going to have in their channel. If you go to a channel and it's just constant negativity and badgerings and bullying, if you're constantly on every video talking crap about them and making fun of them, that's cyberbullying. And I don't have any tolerance for that. And it's not going to happen on my channel.
Okay, first of all, I just want to point out again, you've made several videos about me at this point as well, among other people. And two, I know that this gets people riled up, but like, I genuinely don't believe I'm being a bully. I get where you're coming from in regards to I've made several videos. I think you could also look at the number of videos you've made in that regard. But in terms of being a bully, like, I can put up definitions from the internet as well, right? Like, being a bully very much relies on some kind of like power dynamic, me being able to, you know, really exert my power over you in a way that leads to mistreatment. At most, I've given you some constructive criticism on how to better approach your channel, on how to better approach maybe staying consistent with diets. I've given you criticism and feedback on like the sources you use to cite the misinformation that you put out there about weight loss and mental health and things like that. If me being critical about the content that you're putting out there, which you as a public figure should be able to be held accountable to, makes me a bully, then I have some questions to ask, right? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I genuinely want you to be successful in your weight loss. I want you to be successful in managing your mental health. I don't think that that gives you a pass, though, to encourage people to do unhealthy things as a motive to lose weight, right? Like, you speak in these videos like you're an expert, but yet you continue to gain weight, and that really worries me because people like me find your channel because we are interested in learning about your weight loss journey. But then you put out all this garbage. You put out all this garbage and misinformation, and I don't think that's fair, and that's why I've continued to make videos about you. That's why I've continued to respond to things. I don't actually make videos about every single video you put out there because honestly, most of it's boring. But when you make a video about some new fad weight loss diet that you're on, yeah, I'm gonna react to that and I'm gonna respond because I have seen the impacts of obesity, being overweight, things like that, both in myself and in people in my family. And I don't think it's fair to put out misinformation about dieting and weight loss when people do look at you. Regardless of whatever I think about your channel, folks at least initially start watching your channel because they want to learn more about weight loss. And I don't think you're being honest about that, and I do have a problem with that, right? So if that makes me a bully, a cyber bully, whatever, you all have your opinions. You certainly let me know that if you think I am or am not a bully. But I'm honestly just being critical of the misinformation that you're putting out there in a time in our country and in our society, in our world, where there is just a crap ton of misinformation out there really impacting the way people live their lives.
So, there. And I swear, if I don't know, I just can't, like, if I hear the word girl one more time, like,
hey, girl,
that drives me nuts when people say that all the time. It's just...
I like how she really, like, tries to not say my name in this, but, like, literally everybody knows that I say girl over and over and over again.
It's like this thing on the internet right now, girl or shook. Or...
I also thought you didn't watch my videos, though. That's the real tea here. You wouldn't have to hear that word if you didn't watch my videos, girl. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Hey, girl. It's nice to see you watching my video again, okay, girl?
Or people who comment with, like, the clappy hands after every word. It's just...
Yes! Oh my god, it makes so much sense to me now why so many people tweeted me with the clappy hands in between every word. I love y'all. Y'all petty. Y'all stay petty.
I swear, I'm gonna have an aneurysm. So, I'm really trying not to be my bitchy self, but it's really hard.
Oh!
So...
Girl, if you are trying, I done missed it, ma'am. I missed it, ma'am.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to rant about that. I just think at this point, you know, they're not worth my attention. Continue to talk about me.
Will do.
Make videos about me. Because
absolutely.
Really, it just... To me, it just looks really ridiculous and childish at this point. So.
You know, a lot of things about your channel look ridiculous and childish. So, again, let's talk about metaphors, girl, because you working in these metaphors every second you get in this video. But that's the pot calling the kettle black, girl. The pot calling the kettle black.
So that being said, I just wanted to rant about that and get that off my chest. Especially, like, the accusation about me using somebody for views when literally that's what your channel is just a bit crazy. So, but yeah. Anyway,
but you don't watch my videos.
I just wanted to talk about also, another thing that I'm doing, guys, is I've decided to get rid of my car I'm completely getting rid of my car.
I'm intrigued.
I've made this decision because it is expensive to have a car. All this bad luck just came down on me. Like, I'm going to need to repair my car, and it's going to cost me quite a bit. And with insurance, gas, repairs, car payments, I don't want to be in chains anymore. I don't want to be in debt. My car is, it's a huge expense, and I'm really trying to get out of debt. And if I get rid of my car, I think it will be really good for me, because number one, it's going to save money. Number two, I'm not going to be able to just go anytime I want to and drive and get fast food or be tempted or being in my car anymore.
Okay, I literally can't say anything else about this. This video is ending here because we really covered the part about me, which, let's be honest, is the most important. So the car thing, I mean, I think it's absolutely ludicrous that homegirl is full on getting rid of her car so that she doesn't go and binge. But I feel like that's very far away from the other part of this video, and I kind of feel like that's what I want to focus on today. You know, power to her if that helps her with her binging. I think we know, and we have seen with other folks that have issues with binging, that they will find a way, right? Like, Amber Lynn has found a way for quite some time without a car to still binge. So I don't quite know that that's gonna solve her problems, but maybe financially it will help her, as she's discussing. I don't know what her finances look like. And honestly, I just can't spend any time thinking or talking about that part of her life anymore. I've said a lot already about her feelings, about ranting, about me. So I don't know that I can say a whole lot in wrapping up. At the end of the day, you know, I feel confident in the materials and the things that I put out there on YouTube. I genuinely don't wish Chantal any harm or ill will. I do wish that she would be more cognizant of the misinformation that she puts out there. I think it's ridiculous how inconsistent she is with her viewers. And while I think for a while you can market that as these are the true trials and tribulations of somebody with a food addiction and somebody who's trying to lose weight, I think it also comes across as disingenuous, inauthentic, and expletive, you know? I probably didn't say that word right, but she's exploiting her situation on YouTube. And I think that ultimately most of her viewers end up coming around to that, or at least that's what a lot of folks have shared with me who originally started watching her and then came to my channel. I genuinely don't want to be a bully. I don't want to, you know, again, cause any ill will towards her, but I do think it's responsible for anybody to hold her accountable for the lies. And unfortunately, she doesn't give people the opportunity to engage in that discourse in her comment section. And so I feel like I have to find other ways to have conversations about that. And at a minimum, this whole video was basically about me. Granted, there's this part at the end about the car or whatever really not that concerned about. I think it's fair at a minimum for me to respond to this video that was clearly about me. So that's all I have time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and click the bell notification so you get a notification every time your girl makes a new video or goes live. And also make sure to leave me a comment down below. Even if you disagree with me, that's the great thing about my channel is I welcome comments who disagree with me, and I welcome you to watch my videos, even if you don't like me. Also, please make sure to hit like and or dislike, and as always, make sure to follow me on all of my other social media down below. I really enjoyed my time with you today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!